Let's see how we can do such a plan quite easy. So what we will do, we will start AutoCAD. Let me close this. I don't need it today. Let's close this, and I want to open a new drawing using an AutoCAD template. Let's choose a simple AutoCAD template. So I pick this ACAD template and I open a new drawing with it. So there we go. This is our background. And if we go to layer properties right now, you can see we only have the 0 layer. We don't have the other layers, the C annotation, C road really come with AutoCAD. This is just a simple AutoCAD template. It's very simple and very light. Right, there we go. Go back home. So we want to replicate this. So let's see the dimensions of this. So first of all, we have to see what dimensions are we dealing with, and we have to know the kinds of layers that we're going to be using. So the dimensions here are 5.2 meters or 5200 millimeters center to center, and 3200 millimeters center to center, then again 3200 millimeters center to center. And then on this side you have 4600 millimeters center to center, and down here you have 3000 millimeters center to center. So these walls, these outer walls are meters wide. They're 200 millimeters wide. Therefore, dimension from this point to this point is 100 millimeters. So if this is a 200 millimeter thick wall, the center of it on the left is half the dimension of that wall. So this other point from this center point toward the left, that is 100 millimeters. Then you also have 100 millimeters on the side. So what we need to know is that we had 100 millimeters here and 100 millimeters here. I want to know the overall distance, the overall length. Somebody please tell me the overall length. 5200 plus 200 plus 3200. This is 6400 plus 5400. 400 plus. Please somebody do the math very quickly and tell me the distance. So this distance plus 200 plus 100 plus 100. What do you get? It is 11800, right? Yes, I think it's 11800. And then this on this side, it is 4600 plus 200. So 100 on this side and 100 on this side, which becomes 4800. Okay. So let's first of all draw that rectangle. So these things are very simple. So we'll see. We'll do a very simple plan, which can now help you to do even more complex plan. We always start with simple stuff. So I can draw a rectangle here. So before we do that, we have to start from the units. Let's start from units. Always set your units first. Millimeters. My millimeters are my units. Okay. Good. Once you set up your units, you can now start laying out your geometry. So here I click on that, and then I pick the first point. And once I do that, I can click on dimensions here. So once let me click on dimensions, and then specify length for triangle, or for rectangle, I mean, it's 11800. Then I click enter. Then I specify the width for the rectangle, which is 4800. I click enter, and then I am prompted to place it. Very small thing. Okay, here it is. So here it is. There we go. We have our rectangle down there. So the next thing I want to see, so the next thing I want to know is what is the distance between from this edge to this edge, this first edge here. I want to know the distance from here to this edge. So the internal walls will be 150 millimeters thick. They'll be 150 millimeters thick. So I want to know the distance between this edge to this edge here, this first edge, because I will do an offset on 150 when I'm trying to create it. To create this line here. All right. So what is the distance? So this is 5200 to the center of the side drive. Yeah, it's 5225. Okay, great. So let me go back to this. Then I want to do polyline or a line. Do a polyline or a line. That here 5225. Okay. Or I can just, first of all, I can just, let me just do this. So let me offset of 200 millimeters through 200, enter, I offset that. Then let me explode the, then this line, I want to offset 5225, 5225. That is. Then I want to know the distance between this point and this first face. It is still 3200, okay? Because if you move this side 75 and then you move from the center again 75, it becomes still 3200. So let's offset again this wall 3200. So we offset this. So to repeat the same command, you just click on the spacebar. We are in the offset command. So I just type in the distance now and I click enter again, and I'm prompted to select the object. I select the object and I place it there, right? So here we have this section as well. We have this section as well. This is the kitchen and washroom section, and from center to center here, it is 3000 millimeters. So from this outer edge, yeah, from this outer edge to this point, this wall, what is the distance? The distance between this outer edge and this outer edge.
3000.
Still 3000. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we can extend this line 3000. Let's extend it. First of all, before I extend it, let's see, yes. Let's just extend it. Let's just extend it. Here, you can type, you can just click on the grip, you lengthen it, and you type 3000 there. Do the same for this. You lengthen it. You can turn on auto, then you add 3000. Then you do line or a polyline from this point to that point. And we are seeing those boxes, those snaps, because we have our off snaps on. That's the reason why we can see the off snaps. So remember, at this lower end, this is the mid. This line does not align with this line, so we need to be careful. This does not align with this other line. All right. So this line probably is. This could be still the center point. So this could be 100 meters. 100 meters offset on this other side. So we can do a trim. We can do a trim for this side so that we set this, or we move this 100 and we move this 100 on this side. Okay, but this edge, okay. First of all, let me see. We move this edge to the side. I just select and I type in 100 there. Is it really 100? So this was this edge. This is the center point. That's 75 plus. Okay. First of all, let's deal with this area first. Then we will deal with this. Don't know why there was no. So there's 300 here. There's 3000. Let's also break this point and this point. We can do a break on this and then offset this part. Break. Break it there. Repeat the same command through clicking on the spacebar and I break. So this line, I want to offset it from there 3000 down here. Okay, offset. You see the things we learned? Yes, we are starting to use them. So we are using each and every command that we learned. So first of all, needed to offset this 150, create the inner wall. So offset 150. There we go. Then this one as well. There you go. Then this one is also being offset, right? There we go. Now, if we do a midpoint, let's do a midpoint annotation line so that we get to know where the lines that are down there are. The dash. So let me see 0.01. Need to see the dash. All right, so let's just continue. So remember, this is the center line. This is not a line. This is a center line, and the wall over here will be 200 thick. It would be 150 as this one. So our 200, we need to have 100 on this and 100 this other side. So same for this place. Let's put us these two. Let's draw. I want to draw this. This is a center line. So let me draw something here from a center line. So polyline. This point down. Let me just end. Then let me move this line 100 to the right. Move. I just click on M. I move it to the right, 100 millimeters. Set it to the left, 100 millimeters. Good. So what I had drawn initially, I just removed it. Then I can also extend this to this edge. Use what we've been using. Send it up to there. Then this center line. Okay. First of all, trim these two lines. So whatever we've been using, let's use that. So trim. I can type this on my keyboard, but let me just use as we align. Okay. There we go. I can draw a line, polyline, whichever. Draw it up to that point. Then I move it to the right. Typing. So I move this, click on move, select base point, I move to the right 100 millimeters. Then I offset it. Select again and set a distance of 200, I mean, this other side. So there we go. We have our walls. We have most of our walls now properly done. So the thing is, you can extend this, extend to the edge, click on extend. I click on there, it just extends all the way to the end. Let me offset this, set it 200 millimeters above. I just click. There we go. Now we have our outer shell. Well done. I think it's accurate. Now we'll know when we'll start doing our dimensions. We'll know whether this is accurate. So what we've been doing is accurate. Okay, so now it's time to trim. So like here. Let's trim again these tunnel things here. Now we have our walls properly set. Okay. Now let's have a look. Okay. Okay. So now that we have our walls, we can create the wall layer. Let's create the wall layer and assign this line work to the wall layer. So I'll go to Layer Properties Manager, and I will click here to create a new layer, and I will call it Walls. And now we can assign it the color that we want. Color do you want? The walls? Pick a gray. Then the line type and the line weight. Say to have a line weight here. 0.15. We're just playing around with these figures. After we are done, pick that. I select this and I pick the all layers. Everything in this selection, the walls layer. So we go back to the zero. We go back to the zero layer, and we want now to create these two blocks. I want to create a block for the door, for the window. So now let's create the blocks very quickly. Let's create these blocks. So we've seen that this is probably the internal door is an 800mm door. So let's do a rectangle here again. Specify the first point, and I do the dimensions, and I do 45, 800. It is right. So this is the door. This is the actual door. Now to draw this arc showing us how the door is opening, we'll do something very simple. We'll go again to the arc, and let's select the center, start, end. So this is the center of the arc. Then this will be the start of the arc. There you go. So that is our door. Let me delete this first. Do it on this. Right, so there's our door. And now we want to create a block out of this. Create a block out of this. What I do is go to blocks here at Art tab, create a block. Okay, block definition. We call it internal door. Let's see, for an external door, we call dimensions, typical dimensions, which we'll use here. Let me start creating the doors layer. I just create here another layer called door. Then I give it each color. Let's go with green. Okay, let's go with this cyan. Pick a line weight, doors. This other one. This. The walls should be thicker than this. So let's do 900 by 50. All right. Let's do by 50. So I'll do a rectangle again. You can also just type in those those dimensions without picking the dimension. Just type 50 and then you do comma. And I do an arc again here. This point. External. Go to the insert tab here and I create a block. They call it external. The base point will be this point. The items will be these two, the line and the arc, and we click OK. External door. And now the other block I want us to create is the window. You can see this, there's a window here, a window here, here. So what I'll do again is that I will create a rectangle. So I specify the first point. And I type 1200, comma. Create a Windows, come here to the layer, click on the new layer. I type in Windows. Thing is taking shape. And here I pick then do create a block out of this. That tab here, create block, window, big window. You can even describe it using its dimensions. Window, pick a base point, pick the middle point here. The middle point is not showing, you just check it here. Object snaps. Then I select the objects, hit enter. Let me create this smaller window. This one. Simple. Yeah. Let's start with this external. Simple. We come first of all to our home. Click on the door, the door layer, I mean. Then we want to bring in the block. Insert the X here. Sides. This here. There. And mirror it. Mirror right at that point. Still open it like that. Still is the first one with the right there. So not have the dimension. It again, it looks like it's further side. Okay, there it is. And now I can even trim this. Do a line to here. Can do another here. And then I match properties of this and I trim again. You don't have to go to the home window, you just trim. Just learn those shortcuts. So here we have our door. Looks very good. Very simple. Then we now start inserting the internal doors. So let's start doors. Come here, insert door. Let's see where the internal one. Come here. Paste. Then we trim. We just do a polyline. Then another one. Then we match properties. All properties. Trim again. TR. Open again. So let's see. Very good. Let's do again a door for the other bedroom. Right? Bedroom. Insert the block again. Internal door. We come and place somewhere. Hit it. See. Place it all. Hit it. So RO. Enter. You click on the hinge point for your rotation. And then you trim TR. You trim that part. And then you create a polyline from that point. You create another one by just hitting the spacebar and create. Then you match props. These walls and this wall. The wall. And then you trim off your entry to the first bedroom and to your second. Very well. Now we need to do another door for this toilet. me shift the click, I target the midpoint of that line. Midpoint. So I match again our window here with this window. Very simple. Now it's time to put the small window here. Finish. I insert small window. Hit it. Move it. Right. Go. Have our walls, we have our windows. What else do we need? Now need blocks. You click on Control 2. Click on Control 2 to bring up the design center we had yesterday. I want to look for toilet plan. toilet top. We can drag this to this place. First of all, let's create another layer. Just call it toilet. And then we give it another color. Then I rotate it, or I mirror it. I erase this. Extend. If you extend again, you can extend to the other line. So there we have it. There we have it. Let's go to the kitchen. Double C. Let's create another layer here. Kitchen. Call it kitchen. Give it some random color there. Use this double ink. Make the kitchen current. Bring it in and then bring it in. You can rotate it. This is a very bad sync. We move it. Nearest. Let's place it there. Place it there. Then what else? We need to have this cabinet, beds, other things we need to bring in. So cabinet, kitchen. We'll just create a layer called home or furniture. Call it furniture. Let's make it current. Let's place some furniture. Really, this is not there. It. Pick the nearest. I can move it to the center. It. Have one bed there. Then you can have your chairs. You can have your sofa here. Your TV. Your table. Right. There we go. You can add more things if you are a good planner. And now, the last thing is to do our dimensions. So how do we do our dimensions? So we have to create a dimension style. So let me Control 2 to get rid of Design Center. We have to do our dimensions. We have to create a dim style first. So how to create a dim style is that you come to this option. Dimensions here, you can click on this arrow here, and you can go to the Dimension Style Manager. So you can just type dim style, dimension style, this one, and then you click it and you will go to the same window. Now I want to create a new dimension style. So I just create new. So I call it July. I continue, and I'm starting with the standard. The standard is the one with, and I'm presented with this window. Now I can start setting up by style. So the first thing is to set up the lines. So the lines, see these extension lines, this line, yeah. So they are controlled through this. So line type, let it be by block, the dimension block. That is okay. Line weight, let it be by block. Then baseline spacing. Let's change this, and you will see what baseline spacing. Let's put 2 in here. So if you want these lines to be suppressed, which I usually like, you can click on. No, the extensions lines are the ones which I want to suppress. So these are the extensions lines. These are the dimensions lines. So these are the dimensions. These ones. Baseline spacing. Let it be as low as possible the way it was. Okay, that's okay. 0. Let's do 0.5. Then we don't need to suppress this. We need to suppress the extension line. So if you want them suppressed, you want them to be that long, you can have them suppressed, or you can fix a particular length. So let's say 200. Okay, so you can dictate the length of those, the length of this extension line. So let's use this. Extend beyond dimension line, beyond dimension. I think we've used this option. This is okay. So once we are done with the lines, we can go to the next place, is the symbols and arrows. So if you want these arrowheads to be any different, them to be oblique, you can change them to oblique. I usually do sometimes. So if it is a leader, it will show a closed. It happens to draw the dimension on top, then it points using an arrow, so and shows a leader. It will be this. So the arrow size will be, say, 100 is okay. We know so it's 0.15. Okay, let's work with the default for now. Let's work with the default for now. Center marks. Okay, dimension breaks. That's okay. Then the text, we can change the text style to some font. Okay, we can create a new text style here. Call it July as well. July text. Okay, and we give it a font that we want. Set a Homer. And then regular, it's okay. And then the text height, let's go with hope this is millimeters. So let's just, okay. Yeah, I select my text color. Here, fill, text placement centered. Fit, the best fit. Primary units, let's have our precision 0. So the decimal points. So let's just go with that. See how it will give. This is the style, and create a dimensions layer. Place it in filler color. Go with green. Let's close it. The dimensions layer, and I start putting edge. Okay. Right, and our dimension style is still okay. So let me change something here. Here for our symbol, our lines, I think. So extend beyond. Here we can go with a hand. Okay, then you want to continue from where you left. Want to continue dimension. You can come here and on the continue with dimension. Dimension. Yeah, this is one. Okay, so dimensions very good. And then here I want to mention again the vertical lines. Go. I repeat the same command.